It's me, it is the Moto. You know, I'm back with another video. As School Spirits has concluded, I am going to be doing a tier list today of the characters, the ones I admire, I adore, and the ones I don't adore so much, the demons, the ones that belong in hell. So firstly, let's break down this tier list. Hell, we all know what hell is, right? Hell is going to be our D list of characters that I do not enjoy at all whatsoever. Oh brother, I mean,
this guy stinks.
That's going to be our C list. You were good.
I'm waiting for you to be great.
That's going to go ahead and be our B list. And you know, just mid-range. Just like, you weren't terrible and you weren't amazing either. You were just right there in the middle. Like, you came every now and then. My Shayla.
Oh my God, my Shayla.
That's why with my babies. Now, my Shayla is my baby. That's going to be our A list. That's going to be, they was dear to my heart. Now, the baddies, we know what baddies is. Baddies is S tier, superior. You can't compete with these girls. These are the girls that did it. They came into the show with vengeance. They came into the show looking for that body. They came to the show fighting for their friends. Those gonna be those characters. So let's just go ahead and get to this tier list. Let's start with Simon. Simon is just the backbone of the show. Let's be real here. Simon and Maddie are the backbone of the show. You know, he's been here from the very beginning. He's always seen his girl Maddie. He's always been grinding to find a body. Do you think I'm gonna put him anywhere less other than the baddest? There's no debating this. He's the baddest. He's a true ride or die friend. He's been there throughout everything. Even though he thought he was going insane, he still pulled through and went back and found more information for his girl Maddie. Like, I'm sorry, that's a true friend. We have to put him in the baddest. Simon's the type of friend that he may be a little bit delusional for you. He may feed into your delusions just because he loves you. He don't want to hurt your feelings. Like, he's just there for you as a person. I just love that about him. And throughout season 1 and season 2, Simon was there for Maddie. Nicole. There's nothing to be said. This is a ride or die. This is a, I'm gonna jump if you say jump. This is a, I'm gonna beat the mess out of somebody if you need me to do that. I always keep a Glock. I always keep a hammer. I keep something on me at all times. Like, she's the type of friend that has a switchblade on her. She do not play about you, and she don't let anybody else play about you. There's nowhere else to put anybody like that but the baddest. Come on now. Where else would you put someone like that? Like, my Shayla? No. That's A list, that's cute and all, but you're superior. That's a ride or die, just like Simon, the two baddest. Xavier. Now, let's talk really fast before we really get into this. Xavier was a suspect in season 1. We all thought he was a little demented and dark, and he might have been evil and killed our girl Maddie. So that in itself should be immediately, you were good. You weren't great. But I grew to love Xavier a lot in season 2, simply to do with the fact that he's grown from that character he was in season 1. Like, he's not I'm not gonna say he's not a cheater, but it seems like he's got a little bit more sympathy and love for Maddie, respect, that he's not willing to keep going, because I didn't see any romance going on with him and Claire all season 2. So I got to give him respect for that. But I am going to put him in You Were Good. I'm waiting for you to be great, because I feel like there's so much more potential with him coming in season 3, where the connection with Maddie's dad and information, we may fall in love with him even more. So yeah, I'm gonna put him there. He's iffy. We don't know for sure if he's gonna go above and beyond for Maddie. Let's get into one of the girls that's been through it. It's Claire. Claire's character has one of the best character developments out of everyone on this show. Let's be real here. Claire has come a long way from season 1, and I love it. I love it. I want to put her in the baddest. I do, but I don't want the baddest to get fooled up, because the baddest is a rare area. I can't lie. So I just can't throw everybody in the baddest. So I might just put her in my Shayla, because she is close, dear and near to my heart, and she has done a lot of growth. You know what? Fuck that. No, Claire's the baddest. Like, the bitch is the baddie. Look at her. Claire, you're going to the baddest. Look at her character development. Look at everything about her. She's an amazing person now. You're going to the baddest. Nothing said. Nah. I ever do want to see her and Diego next season. Ooh, I feel some tension going on between them two, so I'm waiting for that. Now, Miss Janet Hamilton. So yeah, we all thought she was a devil. We all thought she was a little evil and demented. I can't lie. Me personally. But Janet, you've done a lot. You've been through a lot. And to find out what really was going on with you and Mr. Martin, and to find out that you actually was sacrificing yourself for your friends, you're my Shayla. You're definitely my Shayla. You're going to my Shayla. She's really dear and near to my heart, especially with what she's been through with men and how hard she's fought and how she said Maddie gave her so much inspiration to be herself and find her voice. That was a beautiful moment. I just love her now. She's my Shayla. She's close and near to my heart. I wouldn't put her in the baddest due to, I feel like there's a lot more growing she needs to do. And a lot more, she's had a lot more empathy for people and understanding and not being selfish. I do feel like she's a little selfish still, so she's not going to the baddest, but she's definitely my Shayla. You're definitely in the A tier, and I feel like you can do a lot more growing. Charley, that's another one of my Shaylas. Charley, you're going to my Shayla. Charley's my Shayla. We don't really get to see much of Charley, if I'm being honest. We do see his off story with him and Yuri throughout the season, and that's really about it. But I don't think we've seen that much character development with him. As far as growing from season 1, and that's what I really want to see. I want to see him get a little bit more confidence, love for himself, and just be the bad bitch he deserves to be and stand in his own shit and not let no one treat him any type of way, honestly. So he's going to be my Shayla because he is close to me and I do love me some Charley, but not the baddest. You have to work for that spot still. Rhonda. This is tricky because I want to put her in my Shayla, but I want to put her in You Were Good. Simply to do with the simple fact that she is an op. Let's call it what it is. If she gets too frustrated or stressed out, she's going to be an op. Let's be real here. If you do too much to stress her out, she's going to rat you. Most of it's to get what she wants, so it's a little selfish. So I'm not sure. I'm really iffy. Do I want to put her in my Shayla or You Were Good? That's tricky. Let's think. And she also is another character who hasn't done that much growing or development since season 1 either. Honestly, if anything, that episode with how I found out she was a rat to Maddie made her go down for me, because after that, she didn't do anything else, She didn't evolve. We didn't see any other character development or anything. Yeah, You Were Good. I'm waiting for you to be great. Dawn, the baddest. That's nothing to be said. We barely got to see Dawn in season 1. If I'm being honest, I was very excited to see her in season 2 because I feel like Dawn has so much to provide to the show personally to me. I feel like she could have been longer, honestly. Just her character, how bubbly, how like she's that person in the background you don't think is watching everything. Like she said, she's very intelligent, but you wouldn't think she was. Like, I would think she was, but a lot of people wouldn't think she was. I feel like I relate to her. Like, you just mind your business, you sit back, you're calm, you're in La La Land 24/7, but you're actually low-key a spy. You're watching everything. Like, I love Dawn. And then just her bubbly personality on top of that. She was always so positive with everything that was going on. I've never seen one negative moment with her. So, yeah, and granted, we barely saw her, but still, Dawn is going into the baddest. We're about to touch base on the devil himself. Somebody who shouldn't be nowhere near these kids, honestly. Somebody who should have been just thrown in hell. He didn't even need to be in limbo or the in-between. He should have just been given his rightful spot in hell. Don't know why he's even on this list, for being real here. I hate him. Yeah, this is no questions asked. I don't need anybody to give me any opinions about this. You're going in hell, Mr. Martin.
Electric chair.
You're an evil person. You're a selfish person. And you're on top of it, you're an adult. You're a teacher. You're supposed to give inspiration, love to these kids, uplift them. And you were using them this whole time, testing them so you can get your ass out and your obsession with Janet out with you. And on top of that, you don't even love Janet either. You just use her because you're obsessed with her mind. This man is crazy. I'm telling y'all, something is off. Hopefully in season 3 they reveal this man is the devil, because I feel it in my soul. I feel it. That is a demon. But yeah, hell, electric chair, actually. Oh, Sandra, you go through a lot. Definitely. She's been through a lot. You know, she has her addictions and things. But it's just like, you can't be crashing out every time you don't know where Maddie's at, or every time you feel like you're not being a perfect mother. You can't just go crash out. I'm sorry. That is not how you handle those things. And I get it. We're all just living beings trying to figure things out. But it seems like from Maddie, what Maddie told us, you've been doing this for years. Ever since her dad died, you just been crashing out every chance you got. You only get so many excuses, if I'm being honest here. I love you, and I feel like you have a lot of love for your daughter, but it's like, you got to get your shit together. I'm going to put you in old brother, because you annoy me sometimes. I'm not going to lie. Every episode is you grabbing the bottle. Put the bottle down. You did all this work to control those impulses just to go back and do it again because you feel like you didn't do something perfect for your daughter. Put it down and go to therapy, honestly. So, oh brother, this guy stinks. So we have Quinn. Quinn is a relatively new character in the series. She just came in season 2, and she adds a little spice. For me personally, she fills that spot where Dawn left, but a little different, if that makes sense. Like, she's a little quirky and funny at times, but she also could be serious. I didn't really ever see Dawn get serious. So I feel like that's the difference between the two of them. Quinn can be serious and show a whole different side of herself. And on top of that, I feel like she has a love interest with my girl Rhonda. I'm waiting to see that be exposed because it's there. We see the chemistry. We're not stupid. Paramount, show us the tea. Show us. We know they have something going on. Yeah, I just feel like we need to learn more about her, honestly. I don't know that much about her. I just know that she is another person who's very insecure. Granted, she's a high school student. Most of these high school kids are going to be insecure. But she actually cares about her friends. So I'm going to give her You Were Good. I'm waiting for You to Be Great. Because she didn't do anything bad all season. She just trying to figure herself out. She just woke up from, what did they call it? Zoning? Comment down below. I forgot what it's called, but it's when they're frozen in time and they don't move or do anything or see what's going on around them. Mr. Anderson. You've never done anything wrong, honestly. I mean, besides the money situation with Claire, you've never done really any wrong to me. I'm just not that interested in your character, if I'm being honest here. To me, you don't provide that much to the story. Yeah, you got your body snatched by Mr. Martin, but other than that, we didn't see you throughout the whole season until Mr. Martin was playing in your body. Like, let's be real here, guys. During the whole season of season 2, Mr. Anderson was a ghost, and we rarely ever saw him interact with the kids. Granted, he was going through his things. I get it. He was trying to figure his stuff out, but we still didn't see him to the last moment. Like, come on now. He should have got a little more screen time. Honestly, I'm a little sad about that. I was expecting a little bit more from him. So you're going to go on Oh Brother. Sheriff Baxter. That's another character that we don't really get much into his character. Like, we know he's a sheriff and we know he tries to figure out the crimes that's going on in the city. But other than that, we don't get too much in depth about him. He's another one where it's like he hasn't done any bad, but he's done some good. I'll say that. He was trying to find Maddie's body, and there's not much we have to go off with him. We don't have no backstory really with him. We haven't really found out if he's going to be deeper into the plot. Like, at least with Maddie's mom, we've seen her a lot. Granted, she has a role with Maddie, but he has a role with Xavier. So it's like, I wish we would see him a little bit more, honestly. So I'm going to put him in You Were Good. We just want you to be great. Like, we want to see more of you. We want to see more of your story. We want to see what more you have to provide other than find the killers of the town. Yuri, Charley's love interest. They are very cute, personally, to me. I think they're very cute together. I love their chemistry together. Episode 7 was spicy. So spicy. I love everything about episode 7. He kind of irritated me when we first met him because it's like, sir, why are you playing like you understand us? And on top of that, you've been doing this for years. You just play like you didn't speak English. All those years. Then on top of that, we were trying to get information out of you. You didn't even want to give it to us until you saw Charley. You was like, oh, Charley's sexy. So you decided to give information because you thought he was cute. Other than that, if you didn't think nobody was cute, you probably wouldn't give us no information. So I'm going to put him in You Were Good. I'm waiting for you to be great. I feel like he can do a little bit more than he did because he could have provided a lot more information. He knew Janet. Like, come on now. Principal Hartman. You're trying to take her to school, fine and dandy. We get it. You're trying to do the best you can as a principal. But no, that's not going to slide, buddy. You don't care about these students that much. You care about your image and how the school is being looked at. We're not stupid. You're going to hell, electric chair with Mr. Martin. You really about to expel Simon because he didn't stay at the school for a fucking program? And let's be real, he wasn't doing it because he cares so much about the kids. You're like, oh my God, the kids need to get happy. We need to uplift them. We need to make them like be comfortable in the school. It's not about that. Personally, for me, the vibes like from it's not about that. It's about the image of the school and the funding they get from the state. So he's worried about that more than anything. So he's trying to make sure everybody looks good. Everybody's mental's good so they don't have no more incidents. We're not stupid. So yeah, hell, you're selfish. You're only looking out for yourself in this school and your pockets. Diego, we didn't get to see much of Diego. I think we saw Diego probably like 2 episodes. And all we know is him and Claire has a thing possibly bubbling. That's about it. I'm waiting for him to be great. I want to get to know more about Diego. I feel like Diego can be a main part in the next season. And I want to see his story develop with Claire. I feel like another cute couple. There was just so much romance in this season that's like, start playing with the strings, our emotions, give it to us. Give us the love that y'all are showing us, So yeah, I just want to see him next season and see what he can provide. Oh, Wally, I'm with the crowd. Wally is an amazing character. Such a lovable character. And he has so much love for people around him. You can just see it. It exudes out of him when he talks to everyone around him. Like, he's just the life of the party, honestly. There's nowhere else to put him but the baddest. Wally's going to be the baddest. Wally's a top tier character. Come on now. Without Wally, a lot of them people would be depressed and sad. He cheers them all up. Last but not least, you guys know who we've been waiting for. Maddie Nears. Claps, 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 claps. Maddie got her body back. Maddie is happy. Her ex can see her daddy. Don't know how she gonna handle that. But it's just, I'm so happy for Maddie. Like, she finally got back into her body. But the thing is, we'll get into that. I love me some Maddie. Maddie's just such a chill girl. Like, she's one of those sit back type of chill chicks who's just doesn't have a care in the world. She just go with the flow type of girl, and I love that about her. She's not mean, she's not evil, she's accepting of everyone. She looks out for everyone around her. She's chill and laid back, but that's what sets her apart from Nicole and Simon, is that she's really chill compared to a lot of the characters. I feel like she's one of the only chill ones who's just go with the flow, and she's like, oh, we're gonna have to figure it out somehow. Whatever happens, that's the vibe I get from her. Granted, she's had her stress moments where she would get angry at some of her friends, you know what I'm saying, and be like, oh, you have to figure out my body, you have to find my body, and that did irritate me. It's like, girl, get them a break, girl. They may be dead, but they have feelings. You can't be doing that. Other than that, Maddie is the baddest of the baddest. Maddie's the face. Where else do you think I'm going to put her? This is my tier list. What do you guys think about the tier list, and who would y'all rearrange and put in what tier? I like how it looks, honestly. I think everybody deserves their tier. I think as season 3 comes out, this list is definitely going to change, and some of the characters, especially in You Were Good, I think they're going to change and go up. Okay, now it's time to get into the predictions. So for season 3 of 2020, there's no release date. I don't know what I'm talking about. For season 3, I'm predicting that Simon, I personally think he's dead. I know some people have said they think he's alive. He can just see the other realm, but I think he's dead. I honestly don't think he's alive. But the thing is, there's so many other ghosts in the building nobody speaks about. Like, granted, we know the core group of ghosts or spirits. Besides them, there are so many other spirits in that building that we don't speak about, and maybe leading to next season we're going to get introduced to a new spirit that may have like a dark side or some shit similar to Mr. Martin, somebody we haven't spoke about, or someone we've probably seen one time in the background. They probably took Simon's body. Can't wait to see how the relationship between Xavier and Maddie's going to go, especially because he was cheating with Claire. I hope Maddie smack him one time, and I want to figure out Xavier's letter. I want to figure out what that letter said, because he never told us that. Even at the very end of episode 8, we still didn't get to know what the letter said. I'm so excited for season 3 because he can communicate with the dead in the hospital. So every time he goes there, you can see the dead people, not just part of her dad, but the others as well. So I feel like that may have a play or a role into season 3. Someone in the school that we haven't seen yet took Simon's body, and they may have a relative of someone in that hospital that Xavier may have to communicate with for us to find out who this person is. That's what I'm guessing. It'll be fun. We'll be having to play in 2 places at once and seeing 2 spirits at each realm at once. Like, I love that. 2 different sides of it. Those are my theories for season 3. That's all I have for this video today, guys. Tell me what you guys think about this video down below, and hit that like button if you want to see more videos like this. And I'll see you guys next one. Bye.